Whoa, what just happened? What just happened? Am I still live? Oh my gosh, my stream restarted. That was so weird. I just saw my Streamlabs like basically completely become black, and then it came back again, and I see everything has been reset. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened there. But as long as we're back, as long as we're back and we're still going, I'm happy. Because that was not cool at all. Alright. Are you planning on including the mountains in your build somehow? Are you referring to these mountains? If you're referring to these mountains, I'm not sure. Not really. I didn't plan on including the mountains because I wanted this to be a development in the valleys of the mountains. So that was the whole aim of this. It wasn't meant to be a place of a mountainous community. But I will be doing something along here. I do want to put like a castle on like one of these mountain hills, definitely. And I do want to do something along here, along this river. But other than that, I didn't have any real plans for mountains in this. No. I would love to do some kind of a mountain-based build at some point. Like really mountain based, where the entire map is just mountains. But that is still something that is just a thought in my head, but nothing concrete yet. I tried to recreate the spell interchange so many times and failed every time. You should build your own interchange. That's actually the best way. So take inspiration from it, but build your own. That's what I did, and that's how I built the interchanges in City of Tando. Right? It's my own thing, and it's there. I get it. I take inspiration from what he did, and I use that to build my own. So rather take that approach and see. Okay, so we are all back now. Sanctum and Frankie, I just checked the PLT. When you click the settings button, 3 horizontal bars, and click on options and disable error checking, you can drag. Oh, was that the problem for you? Hang on. Was that your problem? Oh yeah, mine is always disabled. Because yes, it does create problems. You can actually leave it on and just keep PLT anarchy on, I think. And then I think all it does is it shows you, it warns you or something like that when things are overlapping or something. But anyway, I always keep it off because I'm like, hey man, it's just stopping my progress. This is not aligned. How is this not aligned? What happened? What happened here? Because that is going to bother me. Okay, cool. That's sorted. You could build like hiking trails or something like that. I could. You are right. That is true. That is true. But where? Because these mountains were never designed to be that way. And that's why they're so like tall and stuff. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm not ruling anything out. I'm definitely not ruling anything out. We'll see what we'll do with that space. Okay. All right. Let's put down a couple of these. I'll have to load into the game and check real quick. Be right back. 30. Wow. Is that how long it takes to load? 30 minutes. That's hectic. Even with loading screen mod, it takes you that long. That is Hey, but what am I saying? That's what used to happen. So let me know before loading screen mod. It will take. I would fire up the game and then disappear. Come back, half an hour to 45 minutes later, and it's finally in. So yeah, I fully understand. It's taking us an hour to build a gas station. So what happens when you are talking and building at the same time? To align things, use the rotation tools and move it all the time. Yeah, I know they exist, but I think I never bothered to actually properly learn how to use them. So, and I'm just so lazy to learn how to use them now. At some point in time, I will learn. I will learn how to use them. I'll just put a couple of time marks. What is happening? Okay, it's all on you, SG. We are not distracting you at all. What do you mean? Oh, I get what you mean now. Yes, you are not distracting me at all. You're right. You are right, TP. Oh, it's super easy. If you use it on single items, just rotate at center. Okay. I'll try and remember. The next time I need to align things, I'll give it a try. Hey, Talanin, welcome. How you doing? Where am I? Oh, by the way, can I update this? Let me update my sub goal now. Because thank you. You guys made me. We reached the sub goal. So we are continuing in faith that we will continue to. Whoa, what's happening? Wait, what? Why does my sub goal say 6 out of 5? Oh my. Things are a little funky. Things are really funky. Okay, maybe it's a sign that it's supposed to be a higher value. So we're going to set it up to 10 and we'll leave it at that. But thank you everybody who subbed and helped me get to that goal. Really appreciate it. Let's put down this. Oh, wait, what's going on here? Another great show of funkadelicness, right? Another great show of funkadelicness. Adjust something and it decides to double my subs. I'm like, oh wow, what's going on here? Nice servo there. It's a nice servo there. Who are you talking to? I don't know who you're talking to. I genuinely don't know who you're talking to or what that even means. Nature. That's what I meant to type. And let's put that across. Another great show of funk. Okay, Twitch is like, where is your ambition, SG? Clearly, that's what Twitch is saying, eh? Like, I am clearly not being ambitious enough, putting these low numbers as sub goals. Okay, let's go. Next stream that we have, I'll put sub goal of 100. Then let's see what Twitch will say then. We want to get some trees. Okay, so I want to think about this properly because I don't want like super tall grass here, but I want to make it look like, when people just create their own little shortcuts and then they kind of use it. It's kind of what I want to create here. 2 minutes 30 seconds to load into the game. Got game open on desktop and stream on laptop. Okay, at least that's not too bad. Haha. Thought that servo would have gotcha. Bit of Aussie slang. Servo equals service station, aka fuel station. Oh, okay. There's slangs of different places. Donkey, thank you for the servo. The compliment on my servo. At SG, them kinda Allies always have rubbish. I guess you meant Aussies always have rubbish and what? Oh, them kinda allies always have rubbish and junk. Oh my gosh, I'm thinking, is TP taking a swipe at Aussies here? But yes, you are right. You are right about that. I'm going to just, I don't want to put anything like straight in this area though. Or maybe I can put stuff back here. And then we can even put down trash. SG, wow, I would be so happy with 2 subs. Twitch, with 10 you mean? Let me set that for you. SG, wait, no, don't. Twitch, there, all done. That's exactly what just happened. Nothing wrong with Aussies. I would move there if I could. Good. There you go. You hear that, Talanan? Nothing wrong with Aussies. Frankimon, you sorted it. Fantastic. Let's put a couple of these down. Let's just put one there as well. Let's just put a couple of these decals. Like, what kind of place am I building if, like, anyway, this is not meant to be any kind of utopia, so, you know, let's get some realistic trash that might really be sitting in a place like this down. Why are you so low? Can I increase this? Yeah, I can. Cool, great. Cool, so we've got that there. Now I will put, let's see what kind of shops we can put down here. I'm reluctant to get new shop assets because I want to make do with the ones that I have. I don't want to overdo my asset count too much. So I am working as best as I can with what I've got. It's the only reason why you're not seeing like completely new assets and stuff. I might give away a Twitch sub to SG in 30 minutes. Folks, I'll pop a post in general on Discord. So if you are not already subbed and want to enter, then head over there. Telenin, you are Mr. Fantastic, Mr. Generous. Oh, I feel so blessed to have, for you to have found me actually, because you actually found me. Talanin, you are fantastic. Did you ever follow up on DM on Discord? Okay. Frankieman says he's got something to pick with you. What can we do? This is always my biggest challenge, is creating or putting down these shopping areas. Oh gosh, especially with the limited assets. When you have limited assets, it's just, what must I put down and where? So I can twist you a little bit, maybe push you a little bit further out. All right, time to go to sleep. Night Sanctum, nice. Was a nice stream. Thank you, Will. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. Hope to catch you in the next one. Everybody in chat who does not know about Will, he's got a YouTube channel, so go check it out. Build some pretty awesome stuff that side. I am Hiroshi, the Sanctum Discord. Plain parking. Can I stick one here on the side? So we stick one on this side somewhere. Oh, no. I don't like how that looks. I do not like the fact that the ground is going down here. So can we bring it up without destroying too many things? Okay, everything still looks kind of fine. Yeah, everything still looks fine. I think that's alright. I think that still works. Yeah, here I am Hiroshi. Check out that Discord server. So it's where a whole bunch of us, in fact, the bulk of the people in chat right now, I believe, are on the Discord server. It's basically like this WhatsApp group that we all chilling there and just people talk a lot. So yeah, if you like the chat now, you should definitely join the Discord server. I don't know what I'm going to do after this point, so let's just put that there and let that be future me's problem. SG's army. SG has an army. Okay, where are we going from here? All right, so we've got something. We've got something. I think I must bring a road in to the back area here somewhere that will connect up stuff somehow. I'm not entirely sure how yet. Oh, by the way, something that I wanted to do is I wanted to put a few more trees here. What's this red thing here? Oh, it's a house. That just stood out like a sore thumb. Like, look at how that piece of red just stands out like a sore thumb. Anyway, I want to put a couple of trees here actually. Let me just move away from there quickly and put down a couple of trees because this place looks too bare for my liking. So I need to at least have a couple of these around, because otherwise it all just looks so empty. I can't have a build that does not have trees everywhere. That is not a Sanctum build as far as I'm concerned. So if anybody ever shows you something and they say this was built by Sanctum Gamer and there are no trees in it, know immediately that person's lying, because it just looked so empty. So I want to try and get a couple of trees in. Let's get different ones in as well. Because I just have to have a couple of trees in between. SG, do you use any kind of mod that gives you the ability to change road colors? Yes, it is. What mod is this? It's this one. I don't know what this mod is actually called. What mod is this? Don't know if it's network extensions or find road tool or whatever. I have no idea what it's called. But no, network extension just adds roads. I don't think it is a thing that makes me chat. Or is it this? It might be find road tool. I don't know which one it is. I'm sorry, JN, but I don't remember its name. I have that on myself already. Okay, cool, great. I unsubbed from road color changer plus because it caused errors, I believe, but I don't know if there's a solid alternative. No, this is I think this is a pretty solid alternative. I haven't had any problems with it. I used it here to make that road red. I've used it in Nomasburg as well. Not Nomasburg, but City of Tando, to change the color of roads. I used it here as well for this bus station. which by the way is something that we need to do at some point. I really need to set up this public transport, but yeah, I just don't know what it's called. There we go. I think Talanan has shared a link to it. Is this the one? Network skins. That's what I was looking for. Yes, network skins. So definitely check that one out. That one is amazing. I think it does a fantastic job. Alrighty, let's continue this. So let's put down cobblestones. Let's see if we can get a couple of cobblestone. And let me not go too far actually. Let's put them right here, so we don't go beyond the boundaries of this. Yeah, it's not straight. For crying out loud, why is everything not straight? Okay, and then we can put down not only color, but you can change the type of lights, trees, etc. Very true. You can change a lot. Yeah, I already have it subscribed and active in-game. Just wasn't aware of its capabilities. It is very powerful. Definitely play with it. It is very, very powerful.
Greetings and salutations, friend. Welcome to the stream.
What just happened? Icar4044, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy your stay. Am I pronouncing your name right? Is it Icar44 or Icar4044? I'm not sure. Either way, welcome to the stream. I love these sounds. Like, I really love these sounds. They get your attention immediately and I don't miss anything. Whoop whoop. I don't think I have the bola that I thought I had. Why am I so high up? Why can't I go closer? My camera settings have changed again. Anyways. Well, no, it's actually not. It's not on YouTube. It's actually here on Twitch. At least according to my news feed, it's on Twitch. I didn't see anything in the chat, but it's definitely on Twitch. According to this thing, it's on Twitch. Stream manager. Yeah, it's on Twitch, I think. Yeah, it's on Twitch. Thank you, Iker. I hope I pronounced that right. I have no idea. Okie dokie. What are we doing? How can I make this area a little bit more lively? Seems very boring the way it is right now. Do I have just a couple of... Oh yeah, we can dirty it up. Dirtying it up always gives it a little bit of life. Hey, good night is the first one you said. Icar. Okay. Great stuff. Thank you so much for the correction, I guess. And welcome to the stream. Hey, there he is. There they are. There is Icar4044. 4044. Care to tell us what the 4044 is, Icar? I would love to know what that number is. If it has any significance, meaning that is. What are you? You are an Arby's. I've put so many Arby's down. I'm going to get it's double 2022. Oh, so is that number then going to change next year? That's the question. Because if it is going to change next year, well, its username is going to be changing all the time. Well, I don't really know. Oh, well then. I love it. I love it when people have usernames sometimes and they don't know why they chose that username. It's fantastic. That's fine. That's fine. That's all good. No, man, let me do this slightly different. What can I do about you? What can I do about this place? What can I put here? I don't have anything else that I can put here unless I use this one. Yeah. I can use a large oval. We can use the large oval down that way and again also this way. Or half of it. This could go on and on and on. This is an infinite loop you put yourself in. You could end up getting yourself into a whole lot of trouble. I'm on Discord also. Not active now, but I was. Okay. Must come back. Must come back. Please come back. Please come back. That's not lined up. Alrighty, let's plop that. And then plop it like that. And then, oh. Let's go and see. What am I doing here? If I do it like this. Or if I make you a double one. Slightly big. Slightly big. Then this one can be small. And it wouldn't seem so bad. You know what? Let's do that. And then we can take these chappies. And then we can shift them down a little bit. There we go. And then we've done something. We have done something. See, and then here I'm able to go much lower. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm smoking something. I might give a Twitch sub to SG in about 15 minutes of Discord. Check out the general. And you can enter the draw if you like. Talon, and you're just so kind. Like, you are just so kind. Cool. So we've got that going. Now, since this is right at the entrance, I want to make sure that I create enough of a space. I want to create enough of a space that makes sure that cars are not going to just fly over into... Oh, no. Wrong thing. Okay. There's what I'm looking for. Cool. So we've got that there. So this is the extent of how far we're going to come with stuff in this area. Right. We'll do something about this space. Let's do that now, actually. Let's put this here like so. Alright, so that concludes this spot. I mean, it's a horrible place to be honest, but you know, it's a small town. People do weird things. People build weird things. And let's get this across. Okay, and then we can paint over this. Meh, you're going too far. Nope. Cool. And I can put some dirty stuff. Ooh, that sounds wrong. But I can just dirt up this place just a little bit. Okay, so we dirt up that spot a little bit, and kinda looks like things happen now. The challenge is, how do we detail out this spot? It's whether I want to bring a road all the way across and we put, oh, maybe we can put an old factory or something here and keep up that trend, yeah? That might not be a bad idea. So let me actually take a road that we can get cars in so that we can have like cars parked in that spot. I think having cars parked in that spot will actually help a lot. Oh, well, this node is way further back than I expected. I didn't think this node was this far back. But that's fine. If we put you here, but this road is too big. This is my only problem with the vanilla road. I feel it's way too big for some of the things that you want to do. SG, you could create a future video about the building of a football stadium. You could create a future video about the building of a football stadium. I don't think I fully understand. Do you mean like have a video that where I build a football stadium in it? Or like a tutorial type video? They are so common in European cities. That vanilla road is really perfect for my monster truck. For your monster truck, is it? I don't think this road is perfect for this spot though. I think it's a little, it seems quite the overkill. Actually, it seems too big. Just a normal episode. Okay. Noted. Maybe I do this. Noted. Noted. Icar. Let's stick this here. Like so. Okay, now I'm really doing things. I have no idea what I'm doing now. But this is when things are fun. Because I really have no idea what I'm doing. I was thinking of connecting a bike path here, but I don't know if I should. What do you think, chat? Should I? No, I don't think I should. I think it's fine. This is commercial spot. It's a small commercial spot. This is not meant to be a big commercial spot. So even back here, maybe not even put anything. Just put a little green space because I want this area to be residential, and then put a green space here to buffer the residential from the noise. So that's the plan. That's what I'm thinking. Citrus has suggested a local football stadium over on Discord in Sanctum should be. I would love to see that too. Okay, sweet. A local football stadium. That should be interesting. Sorry, I just zoned out for a moment there just to see where I could put one. But that's not a bad idea, actually. Let's see. Maybe I can put something. I don't know if I'll be able to finish something for a video on YouTube this week, but let's see. Even if I don't put it out on YouTube this week, at least maybe for next week. Or maybe a rugby stadium. The corner would be perfect for a car showroom facing the island behind the bollards. Oh, I get what you're saying. Oh, so as as people coming in, they get to see all these cars here. Ooh, do I have a building that we could use? I suppose it doesn't matter whether I have a building which we could use or not, as long as it looks like something, we can make it work. Let's see what we've got. What nice building do I have? Oh, yeah, yep. Okay. Quick save. Okay, thank you, Iker. Thank you. A couple of car dealers next to Frizz. It's double facing, one facing the freeway, then the entrance on the side road. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Let's see what we can do. I don't know if I've got it. I don't think I have a car showroom building, so I don't have any of those, like from the workshop or anything like that. I know I've got quite a number of them in City of Tando. Well, that was exactly appropriate usage of a sound alert. We could all learn something from it. We could all learn. Thank you very much for spotting that, JN. Do you have the DB Haram building? That would make an awesome showroom. DB, I highly doubt I have it, but let's see. It's none of these, right? No. Oh, what is this? Oh, this is a House of Horrors. Hey! Look at that. Very ugly trees. I'm so sorry. Bye. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we've got. I want to, well, I was thinking I could use an office building, since those generally tend to look a little bit nicer. Ugh. No, nothing too tall. I don't want a tall building. Oh. We could always just leave the spot and come back to it. I can get some. Oh, let's see. DB Horam. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, that's a beautiful building. Oh, that is a beautiful building. Oh yeah, I'll definitely get that. Yeah. And then surround it, yeah. It will have to be. Let's see. So let's see what we've got. So this is the end of my office buildings. So that's not gonna work there. What are these? What in the world is this? Commercial eco. Oh my word. I promise you guys, I have never seen this tab before. I am pretty sure this tab... Oh, maybe this might work. Well, this might work. This is a nice generic building. Actually, kind of looks nice. Actually, looks very nice. I think this might actually work. But you know me, I am not a simple person. I don't like... Ooh, hello. No. 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 I use commercial eco all the time. The buildings are pretty nice. They are very nice, hey? I've actually never paid attention to... I promise you... Wow, look at this building. Like, look at this. Oh, this is stunning. Oh my word. This is like opening up a world of possibilities in my head right now. Oh, I've reached the end. Okay, this building will have to do. I think this is quite nice. So we can put some vehicles. I don't know what vehicles I have though. Do I have any BMWs? Nope. Oh well. Do I have any Mercedes Benzes? Like nice ones? Nope. Whew, man, this is tough. Do I have any Volkswagen? Okay, I've got you. You're a Beetle. You know, speaking of Beetles, is BMW your vehicle of choice? Oh no, it's just the first thing that came into my head. That's all. I actually drive a Mazda. That's what I actually drive. A Mazda 3, the 2015 model is what I drive. I am not very big on cars. Well, let me not say I'm not big on cars. I like cars, don't get me wrong. But it's not something that I go out of my way to get my hands on. So yeah. And after all, I'm a family man now, so I can't be splashing on vehicles. I need to be very cognizant of everything. 2 vehicles is much better than 4. Oh wait, 2 wheels is much better than 4. Oh, well, I don't know about that one. Well, I don't know. The 2 vehicles thing and me, yeah, we've never really gotten along, to be honest. If the Mazda 3 was so good, why is there no Mazda 4? Well, I don't know. But there's a Mazda 6. So, you know, so there's still something. When I was in SA, I noticed how popular a certain type of Volkswagen Golf was. Not sure what type it was, but it's an older one. I found it quite neat. Probably a GTI, the old model Golf GTIs. There was a time when the Golf 4s were very popular, but then the GTIs, when they came out, oh my word. Oh, the City Golf. Yes, the City Golf is another one. Up until they discontinued it, the City Golf is like everywhere. Oh, you are right, Frankie Mon. I'm sure it was the City Golf. Let's make it twice as good and made a 6. There we go. Well, curious fact, I started liking City Skylines with Little Town series. It was so good. Oh, Ikra, thank you. I don't know, JN and Tippy. There's something about not sitting in an enclosed space when I am moving at ridiculous speeds on a highway makes me feel very uncomfortable. It might be in my head, but yeah, myself and 2 wheels have never really agreed. You've got one really young kid, don't you? My daughter, almost 1 year old, loves going on bike rides. Not sure if it's a thing in SA, but we've got special seats for little kids to take them on bikes. Yeah, not on bikes, eh? You know what, JN? Good for you. If you and your little one are happy with it, I am happy for you too, but myself and bikes are not friends. I mean, I can ride a bike, but I don't see myself. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not comfortable on them. I think that's the problem. And if I'm not comfortable on a vehicle which I am controlling, it means that if something goes wrong, I may just go into a state of panic and things will just get out of hand. Hey, Masni Sunshine, congratulations. It seems like you are the recipient of the free gift sub. Thank you, Talanan, for the free gift sub. Masni Sunshine, congratulations on... Hey, what's going on here? Congratulations, Masni Sunshine. Boo, 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 boo. Oh, where am I? What's happening? Acre 44. What just happened? Talanan gifted another sub. Talanan, you are too much. Acre 44, congratulations. You are the recipient of a gifted sound from Talanan. Woo! Congratulations. And from my side to Talanan, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here is an applause for you. We are biking nations, I get. Fair enough. You indeed are a biking nation. Oh, Talanan, thank you so much. Why? 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 Tippy? Clapping is boring. Oh my goodness. Oh, this laughing sound. The price is going to triple. It's going to triple. I think that's what must happen.
B-E-A beautiful.
B-E-A beautiful. Indeed. B-E-A beautiful. You are facing the wrong direction, actually. You should face this way. No, you should face this way. The problem is that they won't see you from here. So let's sit straight. No, it's hardly been abused. Well, it's starting. It's starting. I'm keeping a keen eye on it. Remember on Tuesday when I set the price to $1,000? Almost nobody used it. Oh, but then again, there was almost nobody there. So MV Augusta Brutal. I don't even know if what I'm saying. P-E-A beautiful. Okay, so we've got a whole bunch of Beatles on show here. Let's make these a Beatles show. No, I think these are too close. SG is a dictator in the stream. Can't even have a laugh free of charge. You can laugh. You are welcome to laugh. But that laugh is going to cost you. Ha 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 ha. Let's plug these down. I think though that I must not. Let's do this. Let's get you all to face this way. Let's get all of them to face this way, actually. That will make more sense. There's enough room for you to get out? Is there enough room for him to get out? If you are the driver. Yeah, that's enough room for them to get out. This is gonna be a dealership or something like that. Masni? I got plenty of tokens saved up. Gosh. Oh, JN watches a lot of these streams. He even watches my midweek game streams. So he definitely has a whole lot of points. I can believe that. I can definitely believe that. Ah, we got a VW something. Bora. I don't know what this is, but you don't look very pretty. What is this? What car is this? Why can't I get closer? Oh my goodness. Which mod can I change it to? Is it you? Yeah, my minimum ground clearance. There we go. Which car is this? This? Oh, whoa. Things are operating kind of funky. This looks like a Jetta. Oh, am I smoking my socks? Yeah, this is... I don't know what car this is. Anybody know what car this is? It says VW Bora. I've never heard of it before. It looks like a Jetta to me. Or at least here we call it a Jetta. But I might be wrong. It actually is really ugly. Tippy, it's a blue car. Is that it? That's all it is. Oh man. Wait, hang on. I've now you need some of these. What are these? Let's have a look, Talanan. And these blow up. Oh, it's animated. It's animated. Okay. And it's a tree. Oh, I see what they did. So they probably made the arms leaves so that it can wave around. That's smart. I'm gonna check it out, Talanan. I've got all of these tabs open. I'm going to subscribe to them after the game, after the stream. Definitely gonna check it out. The VW Bora was sold as the Jetta outside of Germany. Okay, so I'm not crazy. It is a Jetta. Thanks for that, Jack Russell. Yes. Come on, you gotta say the name 3 times fast. Wacky waving inflatable arm flip. Wacky waving inflatable arm flip. Whatever. It's not worth it. I need my tongue to be able to eat tomorrow. I'll save it. Let us save the tongue for another day. Ooh. I hate... Okay, you know what? It's nobody's fault. Let's just... Oh. Oh, snap. I'm confused. I can do stuff like this. It's stuff like this that I can't do. Or let me not say I can't do. That I don't do during recordings. Because I generally tend to want everything to appear good or perfect. So I still have this thing in my head that I must redo all of this, but I actually don't have to redo all of this. So that is amazing. I am super happy. The card... Name that building. Okay, the card dealership needs to be named. Harrington's Wacky Waving Inflatable Arm Flaying Tube Man Emporium and Warehouse. You know what? You redeemed your points. We will name this. There's just one small little problem. One tiny little problem, Talanan. It's too long. The game won't allow me. So let's give it a try. Let's see how far the game will go. So we've got Harrington's Wacky Waving Inflate. There we go. That's where it ends. It doesn't allow me to go any further. So you are welcome to give it another name, and we will name it. Since you have redeemed your points, you can name it whatever you so choose, Mr. Talanan. Boom. Yeah, wait, where am I? I didn't even see that. As you wish. As you wish. Let's go. So it is we have meow. There we go. We have meow. That's the name of the building. Named by Talanin himself. Okay, let's get you across. See, the reason I think BMW was the first thing that came to my mind is seeing all these BMWs as you enter the town would probably have been the best. And I just think to myself now that I didn't really think this through. Bye. And then we can take these. And then let me save myself a lot of rework. And then we can take those and oops, no. We can take these and then we can move them across. Can put you here. Oh snap! I copied a bollard. No, let's just undo you. Let's grab you again. I can actually grab one more. And copy that and then move. Oh. Okay, fine. Let's put this down. Let's get rid of this last one. Okay, great. And then we can take you and shift these across. And I think I should be able to grab hold of you and do that. Nope, I can't. So let's copy. Actually, no, there's no need to copy. Let's grab these ones. And then shift them across like that. Here we go. Okay, and I can shift. Ooh, okay, bye. I can shift this one across. All right. I can't see. It's not a car park, you are right. Well, I'm going off of what I have seen, and the ones that I have seen, they have like bays for some of them. Not all of them, but some of them have bays. So I'm seeing this as bays. By the way, I'm going to put this. I want to put, where is it? Oh, I want to put this over them. So I want to create, they basically created like shelters, and they're all sitting underneath it. So I'm going off of what I have seen, I guess. So it might be different for you. So something like that. Because, you know, it's your pride and precious cars. You don't want them sitting in the hot sun. And that's what I'm trying to achieve. So it lower you a little bit. Yeah, it varies from dealer to dealer. Just some mud or damages, soil from the driving, placing the cars in their respective spots would suffice, I guess. There is a big one where I live. There is like a car park, as it has something stupid like 3,000 cars. Well, again, so I guess it all differs. So let's say this one, they love their cars, and so they created this whole space for them nicely for you to see and ensure that their cars do not get damaged from the sunshine. From the Masni sunshine. Okay. I'm not getting a reaction, so that's good. Oh, with the dad pants. That's me. Clearly, I've been a dad too long. Clearly. Oh, snap. I put this too early. Oh, crap. All you need now is a carless lorry driver to take the island fast. That is true. You know, it's a risk these guys also took by putting their stuff here. Ooh, that's a dead joke right there. It is. It is. I hang my head in shame. Actually, I hold my head up proud. I'm a dad. I'm allowed dad, bad dad jokes and puns. No risk, no reward. Yeah, that is also true. If you're referring to the dealership, you know where they're placed, they will definitely get seen. Be the first. You love them dad jokes, JN. That is great. I feel much better. Let's do. No, I don't want to do that. Actually, let's do this. Let's do this chappy, because this chappy at least I'm able to get some kind of something that looks like direction. I don't want to overdo the props now. I think I'm going overboard with the props. I need to reel myself back in. I'm getting out of control with them. Let's put down. What are you? You big. You're too big. Where are we? Okay. So I want to put you also too big. Aww. I love this bush so much. I really wish it was smaller. I really do. I love that bush so much. Okay, fine. I'll use this one. It's a pretty bush, but it will do. See, this is the only thing I don't like about it, is the fact that it doesn't fill the space at the bottom. So I guess I can use its brother or sister, whatever you wanna call it, and use this to fill out the space here at the bottom. Okay, then it doesn't look so bad. And then we can get rid of that, and this is the only problem. Okay, cool. It's actually hidden quite nicely. Oh, that looks pretty. I hope you're talking about what I'm doing. Thank you. Have you ever tried a collaborative city? Other than a guest build on what's this thing? On Skip's channel, Little France. No, I haven't. But I can't say, I think I can say that there is something potentially in the works. I actually don't know if I can say it. And so I don't want to end up ruining something for somebody. But there might be something in the pipelines with regards to not a collaboration necessarily, but yeah, something collaborative. Let's get rid of that. And let's put that there. Actually, let's push all the way across. I saw your name mentioned in a certain video. In a certain video's comments. Wink, wink. Wink, wink. If you've seen my name mentioned in a certain video's comment, then do share, because it's clearly in the public space already. So which video was that? I want to know. Ooh, hearing it first here, folks. It's just going all secret agent mode. Share, Frankimon. Where did you see my name? In the comments of what? And who made the comment? The latest 5 builders project. The latest 5 builders project. Who said what in the comments in the latest 5 builders project? In the first episode, someone mentioned your name in the comments. Saying what? That they would like to see me in the 5 builders project. Petter. What is Petter? I don't know what to do here. Should we put more vehicles around here? I think it was something along the lines of can't wait for SG. He is great. Oh, wow. Okay. I must go and... Haha, I feel like I'm getting schooled here by a teacher. I wish they would put all the 5B1C videos in one channel dedicated to that project. It's such a hassle going between channels looking for it. Yeah, but you gotta keep in mind. But I don't actually understand it. I thought... Okay. when what's his name? Or what's their name? When Strict Toaster, Flux, and Fresh Popcorn, when they did that collaboration project, they each had playlists on their channel, if I'm not mistaken, that had all the videos in it, so that you could go to one person's channel and be able to access it. So I'm surprised if the 5B1C guys aren't doing that, because that makes... It will make a lot of sense to do that. You can keep the videos on each person's channel. That's fine, because each of them gets exposure to the various audiences, and they also get to bring in the views. But then they can each then have a playlist, and all of them have the videos in there. That to me would make the most sense. Then you don't have to worry about going to look for it. SFB Airport. No, not SFB Airport. I was talking about the desert town that they did. Am I mixing up things? No, it was Strict Toaster, Fresh Popcorn, and Flux. Yeah, they did that desert town like years ago. I forget what it's called. I've forgotten what it was called now. Oh no, that was another one, I think. Yes, SFB was with Bisquigglehausen, yes. Because Bisquiggle has that awesome talent of being able to create plays like it's nobody's business. So it made sense that they had, and by that point I think Fresh Popcorn had also stopped uploading videos. So they couldn't even have done it with him. Yes, Talanen. That's I forget what it's called now. But yeah, that was a pretty cool series. Oh, you're giving Ika the backstory of this annoying laugh, which I did to myself. Let's get that lined up. Arrowhead Junction, that's the one. three attempts, you eventually got it right, Jane. Oh, shame, Frankimon. Sorry to hear that. I'm trying a collaborative city now with other creators from Instagram. We are all from Spain. Okay. That sounds pretty cool. I hope you're on the Discord server. You must share some screenshots. If you've got a channel where you're uploading everything or all the other creators are uploading, share it on the Discord server as well. Let everybody share in it. But hang on a second. Am I smoking my socks? I think I'm smoking my socks. I'm smoking my socks. Yeah, make sure you share it. I don't know what to put in front here. I see there's like garage. There's like a garage here. So I definitely don't want to put any vehicles here. Maybe we can put some on this side and then make this like a pretty spot. So let's do that. Let's put the first screenshots are on my Instagram. Okay. We shall check it out. Oh, come on. Actually, no. Let me put paving here first. So let's put down. Oh no. Oh, we put the paving this side where maybe people come in on. Okay. And then I can cover here with concrete brush. If you can raise the car props, you could make one on a platform as the showcase car. They seem to do that a lot in the front with flags and spotlights. Ooh, that's actually a good idea. I didn't even think about that. Let's see, maybe we can put one here. Okay, we'll give that a try. Very good idea. Well redeemed, Talanan. Well redeemed. Nah, you're too big. I don't know what's going on here. All right, let's see. Let's see what we can do. So if we take one of these and we place them here, can I elevate you? Ah, yes, we can elevate. Okay, great. So that's a start. Then let's convert it to PO. Well, it's yellow now, but that's fine. And then if we take, ooh, why are you not selecting? Okay. If we do, oh no, what am I doing? Oh no, go back. Are you still high? Still not high. If we, no man, stop it. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Position, scale, rotation. Okay, that's what I'm actually looking for. All right, so we can take this, rotate it a little bit. Right, because you know they always do all kinds of funky stuff. Let's send you higher. Sanctum looks like Peter is the place that sells those motorized wheelchair thingies. Have a look at the sign on the front above the garage entries. Oh, okay. I see. Those electric things, those tiny little things that are always moving around. I always find those things very interesting. Well spotted, Talanan. Okay, so that's nice up in the air. Now. Oh yeah, I've seen your stuff, Ika. I'm like, I recognize that name. I've seen your stuff though. I've seen your stuff on Instagram. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm following though, but I know I've seen your stuff before. I haven't been on Instagram in a while. I've been off Instagram for quite a while actually. I'm pretty sure I've seen your stuff before. Even your name looks familiar. I'm like, I know that name from somewhere, but I don't know where. Unless I'm confusing you with somebody else, which is very possible, but you know, I'm just saying what I think. Let's convert this also. Oh man, I deleted my Instagram about 7 years ago. Why? Why did you delete it? I'm kind of curious. Is this the one? Yeah. Okay, this is the one. So we're gonna get it. I'm gonna try and get it so that it looks like it's sitting. We're making a sign. You can view. Oh, okay. Went Facebook free about 10 years ago and forgot that Insta is also Facebook. Ah. You can view his account without having one. Okay. Talking about the Instagram. Some clean work. Yeah, no, I've definitely seen some of these pop up in my on my recos. I am sure of it. Ooh, that's pretty nice. Hey, I see you've even built some stuff on one of my maps. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so nice. Oh, this is nice. I love this map you've built. New collaborative city. That's a very nice map. That is super cool. I'll check out some of the other stuff, yeah? Where are we? How far off are we? Okay, we are a little bit far off, so let's do that. Bring it up a little bit. Okay, cool. That's fine. Hang on. This is messed up with my camera quite a bit. So let me just increase this a little bit. Because this is messing around with the way my camera moves. It's quite awkward. Alright, that's better. I'm not able to get as close anymore, but... Oh, is it because of the clipping? It might be because of the clipping. Okay. So it's a vanilla build. Oh, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Pillar. Let's see, what sort of pillar do we have? We've used you before. Ooh, you huge. How are you? Also fairly big. We want something smallish. Smallish, but not too ugly. Yeah, way too small. Oh, this is interesting. There's no texturing on the inside, but there's definitely texturing all around on the outside. But what kind of color is this? What's this blue? This blue stands out too much. Not a fan. It was hard without Move It. This is the thing that scares me about doing a vanilla build, eh? Not having Move It, not having all of the props that I'm used to. It's kind of scary. Can't make that work. If you can't find a pillar you like, hide it with flowers. What in the world just happened here? You're right, Tippy. You are right. I will just hide it with flowers, especially around the base. How big are you? Oh, you're huge. Okay, let's go all the way back. Does anyone know of a quick way to go right back to the beginning? Short of changing my search, that is. I'll be very curious. Because I would love to find a way like to very quickly jump back to the beginning of my of like my scrolling instead of having to scroll through one at a time. It's rather frustrating. Okay, so it's not the best. Oh, that is so close. Unless I decrease the angle on it a little bit. Ooh, or I do this. Oh, I do this. Flying car. Bye. If we do something like so. It's not the prettiest, but we can make it work. And then we can actually have more than one car. Hello? Okay. Oh no. Not you. Oh no. Oh, it's so small. It's the smaller one. Oh, great. It's a different color. Yay. I was worried it wasn't going to be a different color. Oh, well then. I take that back. I guess they're all yellow then. Let's unselect that. And I can move that across. Does anyone know of nice ore industry assets to make metal? I cannot find a lot, but I'm not sure if I'm looking the right. I would actually love to know as well if you find any. By the way, I'm actually kind of curious as well. Has anybody actually managed to make like a crap ton of money from setting up a lot of industry in City Skylines? Because I remember in SimCity 2013, if you set up industry, especially the electronics industry, Oh man, you could coin it in that city. But I feel like the industry of city skylines doesn't seem to work exactly the same way. Like, it doesn't matter how much industry you have, your income fluctuates so badly. So I'm kind of interested to know if anybody has made a like proper income where you're making hundreds of thousands of BEA beautiful. What's a BEA beautiful for? What did I miss? Have you seen the blast furnace? Is this what the BEA beautiful is for? Oh, this huge asset. It's humongous. I have with oil industry. Okay. That's the first that I've heard. That's super cool. What do you want to share some tips? Is it just the oil mining with what's this thing? With processing plants? Okay, let's get that across. And let's get that also across. It isn't really facing directly outside, but it's good enough. There is also the colliery buildings from Spence. Oh, I haven't seen this. Let's check that out. You do need the infinite resource though. Yeah, industries generates good money, just setting up the supply chains, raw materials. Okay. Oh, this is nice. Colliery buildings. And these are some nice assets. I've seen the blast furnace one. It's huge. Like, this building is humongous. It's big. That's all I remember thinking in my head, that this building is big. But ooh, you know what? I want to do a nice unique build. I could actually do a unique build around this building. Mix up with these colliery buildings. And people are giving me ideas. Hey, this is amazing. I think I may just put out a couple of videos in the coming weeks where I do some unique builds with these, like some factories or some abandoned factories. Oh, these are amazing. This is fantastic. Thanks, peeps. I'll definitely be checking them out. The only other set of stuff I've seen is the lumber mill stuff with... Yeah, the lumber mill one, at least I've also seen. And those are pretty dope. Those are pretty cool. Oh, perfect alignment. It's like it was built for this. Like, look at that. It's like they were made for this. No, they wouldn't be. The cars wouldn't be going that way. They would be going that way. Actually, it will be going that way. Yeah. Alrighty, we've got that. So it's not quite a thing sitting at the bottom, but it definitely is a show car. Definitely shows off what's on offer there. I quite like that. I think that looks cool. Let's do a quick save, because that was a lot of work. All right. We're making some progress. I think I want to create a little like back alley here on this side. And we'll put some crates and stuff, and then we'll just make this it's just a small bush. Sweet. I am glad. I'm glad, Frankie Mon. I'm glad you like it. Thank you very much. Oh no, this blocks it off completely, so I can't use that. So we're gonna use... let's use something different, shall we? Let's turn off fence mode. I don't like you. What in the world? Oh, is that the LOD? Oh my goodness. Yes, I hate yes LOD. I'm sorry, I don't like that LOD. All of these things have the same LOD. Man. But these look the same. You know what? It's the same company. It will make sense for them to have very similar bollards. It's fine. Alright, now let me put one of these just to separate here. Like so. Oh. And maybe also like so. Actually, let's put those outwards. So let's put that there. And then we can just put some customer parking the side at least. I think that's too much. Can put some customers parking. They can show this side and that side. Let's grab those, and there you go. We've got a little customer parking. I am going to rough up this one a little bit. I don't want it to be so pristine. Let's do this. It's the end of the road. Let's do that. It's the end of the road. So we get something, at least something decent. So we guarantee to have some traffic going here. I hate this. Can I hide that? I don't think I have the road sign remover. But I'm not sure if I can do it or hide it. I don't think hide it can hide such things, can it? Road props? Road arrows. Road speed signs. Speed signs. Street name signs. Stop signs. Speed limit signs. Oh, but I've hidden it already. So why is it still there? Oh, maybe it's because it's network extensions, so it doesn't have access to network extension roads. That's a bummer. I guess that explains why no other road has it. Yeah, no other roads has it. It's only the network extensions roads that have it. I really need to get rid of these network extension roads. It's something I've been meaning to do for the longest of times, and I've just been so lazy. And I've downloaded so many network extension road replacers already, actually. I just haven't done it. Yeah, this looks like a gate. Bob removes that. It does. Actually, thanks for reminding me. It does. I used Bob to revive Little Town. I should actually use it to do this as well. SG, I'm going to sleep now that I'm fully inspired to play CS myself again. Have some gecko eggs to keep an eye on, and also a monster of a server I really need to work on. I need my sleep. Hope your wife and kids keep feeling better, and hopefully until the next stream. JN, thank you so much for spending some time with us. I really appreciate it. Go get some sleep and take care of them geckos. Hope to catch you in the next one. Oh, they have a special hide it. Okay. Let me get that side. I'll give it a check. Why am I doing dirt? Oh, because I want to dirt up this area. Okay, so but not dirt. Let's damage it rather. So let's put some damage control here. Some there. Let's do some there. Let's do some there. And then around here, what I will do is I will put some old wooden fence. Oh gosh, I don't like it when you have these things that are the same type, and then they start to clip or they start to connect. Let's put that there. Cheers, JN. And then let's put some of that. Let's put, I'm gonna put you just here. And yeah, I will leave that at that. Let's see, how high do you go? Oh, you go very high. A tad bit too high for my liking. But what I can do is we can put some of this chappy, because I want you to look nice and aging in this space. So we will put down also, oh it was you that I was looking for. This. Now, but it really makes sense for it to be coming from the tar, right? Because the tar does not give off this sort of vibe. But maybe from here rather into the tar. There we go. So at least this place looks a little bit aged. Okay, let's paint over here. I'm actually making decent money in Nomasburg, eh? Like, look at that, 10,000. That's amazing. I think last stream, wasn't it on like 2,000? If I remember right. But I could be wrong. Making some decent cash here. Which is fantastic. Every time I start these projects, I start off in like some massive deficit, and I think to myself, oh gosh, it's gonna take me forever to actually start making any kind of decent money. And here we are. We are in the positive. We are in the green. And I believe even City of Tando is also in the green. Yeah, but your city population jumped loads when you built the residential stuff. Is it? Can you remember what it was before we built it? Because I honestly don't recall at all. Okay, so we've got that. We're gonna leave that at that for now. I don't like all the white. All the white is very... Oh, okay. The white is a lot. Even this. I don't have prop painter to try and change it. So it's fine. It can stay for now. Okay, jeez. Like, relax. Okay, I'm saving. I've saved. Are you happy? Like, you cannot miss that. Ooh, let me put this here. Let's put this here. Actually, I want to put this here. Does this work? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, it's not really the best maintained area, but it works. Can't wait till we have to find another annoying sound for these streams. Thanks for the reminder to save. Lol, I'm rebuilding by crash. Oh, wow. The stream is reminding Frankie Mon to do stuff as well. Look at that. This area is too plain. It's too bare. But let me not get carried away. Let's go and put a couple of things down this side. So I want this to have all kinds of funny things. Okay. I'm not gonna go that far. And then we're gonna stick down a little truck. Wherever it is. Where's the truck I'm looking for? You're what I'm looking for. Gonna put you here. And then we're gonna close it off with a nice little fence. And this time I'm going to use the networks. So this is how I try and balance my prop to network usage. I try and mix and match. Well, there's a wait, hang on, what am I missing? Well, there's a girl in the middle of the road. There was a girl in the middle of the road. I won't be surprised. The city skylines, if you're referring to this. Do you have a truck stop in this city? Not yet. Not yet. But I have earmarked a spot that I do want to put one. So it is coming. It will come. Actually, let me not use this. Let me actually put this. Because this just gives a little bit more life. It just makes it look like there's more happening. Whether I'm using it right or not, I honestly don't. I'm not too phased. It's just seeing it there makes it just look like something is happening. Actually, let's do this first. Let's paint over. Okay. Acres is bottom left. Bottom left. Did I miss it? Did I miss something? I must have missed something. Let's plop this down here. Oh, I actually want. Oh, okay, fine. It can stay. And then we can stick down some. I can stick down some of this stuff because I do want. Yeah, the girl was in your road. Now it's gone. Oh, okay. I guess I missed it. I guess I missed it. Let's get a couple of, because I want this area to look a little bit old and dilapidated, so it will have some of those bushes. And in this area I really just want it to be grass, so I don't want anything too funky happening here. And we can mix like old grass and new grass. I think if I take, I don't think this is very tiny. You can't even see that. I wanted to use this, but it might be too big. I think it's too big. Oh no, can I squeeze it in? Can I squeeze it in? Am I pushing it? Nah, I think I'm pushing it to this one. I think I am pushing it with that one. So let's just try and get some different textures into our ground. In the decals there is we have things like this. And then I'm just going to put down some of these assets. I want to use, no, you are, nah, you know what, actually, let's leave you there. And since this is actually something, let's close it off. Let's close off. Yeah, here we go. Let's close this area off just a little bit. Ooh, I can't see what I'm doing. Yeah. And then we can put a few more tall grasses. Can I have one of you in there? And I think that works. I want to put something else along here. I don't want to put this. Maybe you can sit there. And maybe this can go along here. And maybe along this side a little bit. There we go. If I have this here, actually, I can put this dirt stuff here. I can put this here so that I have some dirt that creeps into the garage, which, well, into the petrol station, which I think is quite cool. Yeah, I like that. And then have it creep into some of this area as well for a little bit. And even back here, we can have a little bit of creeping. I think that gives it that nice run down look, or it makes it look a little bit more run down. I think that works. And we've got our little commercial spot pretty much done. I don't want to over detail it. I say that after I've done all this detailing. I think that's cool. Let's do a proper save. I've got all of these quick saves. Like, look at that. Look at all of these quick saves. It's ridiculous. Let's do a proper save. Ika says it looks good. Thank you very much. Thank you. Cool. So we have the commercial spot completed. I think it's a nice small pocket. I like the way it sits there. And then we will then surround it with some residential spaces. So let's see what we can do. Let's get a couple of these areas down. Since we've got this commercial spot, the thing is I don't want foot traffic, too much foot traffic here, and people are going to be wanting to go here. So I'll put the foot traffic sort of like here, just so that it encourages the Sims to use this crossing instead of coming to use this one. And then we can try and keep this intersection nice and clear. Yeah, beautiful work right there. Thank you very much, Talanen. And then let's do that. Let's get this right up again. I think I need coffee. Definitely. Always time for coffee. Always time for coffee. The coffee drinkers. Yola, the coffee drinkers. Okay, well, you know what then? Let's take a 5 minute break. I need to take a bathroom break. So let's take a quick break, maybe 5 minutes, and we shall be right back. Okay, cool. 5 minutes, people. 5 minutes.
Il est doux et glorieux de mourir pour son pays. While there is life, there is hope. Il est doux et glorieux de mourir pour son pays. Il est doux et glorieux de mourir pour son pays. While there is life, there is hope. Il est doux et glorieux de mourir pour son pays.
My mic was muted. I do apologize. So let me repeat everything that I was saying. Thanks, Tippy. I got myself a bowl of popcorn. And then I got myself a nachi or tangerine or whatever, however you like to pronounce it where you are. But yeah, popcorn is one of my favorite snacks. I don't know if the chewing actually goes through the mic. I'm not sure. I hope not. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's see if we can fill up this space. I want to try and at least go until 2 a.m. my time. So at least another hour. And then we can maybe call it a stream thereafter if there's nothing else pressing. I'm not sure what I want to put here. I really don't know what I want to put here. This is wrong. Oh, it's 1. Let's do the split. And then we can do that. There we go. Cool. So I had wanted to put like planned residential spots. I mean, could this be one big planned residential area? It will look kind of funky, hey? It will be too big. It will be too big a planned area for a place like this. Oh, by the way, I'm not done putting these trees here. I actually want to still put these big trees here. Let me actually do that. I actually still want to get down these big trees in this area. Which ones did I use predominantly? It seems like I've been using oak trees and this one. Yeah. All along here. Yeah, it was mainly this tree. Okay, so I want to try and keep consistency. So this is kind of like the main giant, the giant tree of this region. Basically, it's that. So I expect to say this tree is pretty much growing almost everywhere as a giant. It's native to this area, if that is the proper term. Why do people insist on low balling you on eBay? Who's low balling you on eBay? Are you talking about me? No, me. But I suppose at the same... Oh, look at that. We had a house here that never got detailed. That's fine.
Il est doux et glorieux de mourir pour son pays. While there is life, there is hope. Il est doux et glorieux de mourir pour son pays.
Tell me about it. I sell retro video games. Oh. The worst is when they run out of bids. They message you with another offer. Okay. Just a little bit more tree. It's a little bit more tree. I think I can have maybe 1 or 2 of these ones here. And then we can put this chappy here. Just so that this road also has some dirt leading onto it. There we go. Everybody's taking chances, Tippy. Everybody's taking chances. Okay, how do I want to do the spots? Let's see. So let's first start off with a little buffering space. No, no 4x0. Oh, wrong category and wrong 4. You can go back to all and you can be the 4. There we go. Huh? Wait, all by 4. What's going on here? No, man, this was correct. 4. Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. There we go. No, man, this is 4 by 3. Oops. I don't want you to be 4. I want you to be 2 by 3. Yeah. Okay, cool. This is better. There we go. This is what I want. Okay, let's see. If I have the same houses all along, and actually let's keep this along the edge. We'll take this and I'll shift it also all the way along the edge. Then at least we've got those houses built. That's cool. I want the, what's the name of this? It's the hornbeam. So we get the hornbeam. I think you are the one. Yes, that's the one. Oh, whoa, what in the world? Oh, don't mind me, don't mind me. And let's set it up nicely. Nope.
La vie existe, l'espoir aussi.
Ugh, I don't like that. Oh. Okay, cool, that worked. Whatever happened there, I don't know what happened there, but that worked. We can set the fence between some of them, but not all of them. So we're gonna give that, there is a fence, but there is no fence vibe all the way across there. And then I want to put some bushes to close up that space, and let's say that space, and then we can take the farm bush to close that space and that space, and then I can put down various things. Oh, let's go back to the hornbeam actually. We can close these areas off as well, so at least there is some kind of front yard privacy. Doesn't matter how small it is. If props was not an issue, I was gonna put gates in front of all of these, but I guess that's for another time. You can't believe you used to like this. That's the beauty about nostalgia. You must own your nostalgia, right? You must own it. Let's put that there. And let's find some pergolas. Let's put a pergola there. Let's put a pergola there. Let's get a manicured. And let's put a manicured there. We'll put an... Ah, no. Your house is too messy. Oh, we'll put one there. And then I shall put some flowers on... what nice flowers are there do I have? Oh, I've got you. Not you. There. Along the side. There we go. And then we will... Yeah, that's fine. Let's get rid of that. Let's get some of you. No. Okay, these chappies have nice... You've got nice stuff, so that can go there. And we'll place you right in the center. There we go. Should have been here last week. We took a trip down memory lane. Yeah, that was a nice trip, yeah, TP? That was a nice trip. That trip made me miss, really miss Dragon Ball Z. Alright, that's fine, that works. G.I. Joe. See what else we got in our decorated. If I go back here, does it keep my thing? Yay, it does. Whee.
Greetings and salutations, friends.
Yeah.
Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the stream. What is going on here? Why is my stuff not updating properly? Hey, Cuboid, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Everybody, big shout, big welcome to Cuboid. Big player in the space. Super glad you joined us. Thank you. How you doing? Super glad to have you here. Wait, I think I've used this already, haven't I? Yes, I used them there, so I'm not going to use it again here. Let's do something different. Let's get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, and get rid of that. Or should I use the same houses? I wonder. Oh, thank you so much for the sub, Q. I really appreciate it, Cuboid. Let me not go and start shortening your name. My apologies. Thank you so much for the sub. Awesome stuff. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah. Woo, one sub to go. And we meet Twitch's, what Twitch believes I should have set my goal to right from the beginning. Thank you so much, Cuboid. Really appreciate it, eh? I needed to grab that founder's badge. Nice. Nice. It's all yours. These are 3s, so I can stick a bunch of 2s here. Then we keep at least some sort of order going. Is Citrus back? It's still happening, Citrus. We're still going. Great jobs on the map, CCP. I really like them. Thank you so much. I am so glad. I am so glad. You know, when you do stuff like that and you getting ready to put it out in the public space, it's extremely nerve-wracking. But I am so pleased to see, you know, how many people got their hands on it. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Cuboid. Look at Citrus. Telenin. Mr. Ever So Generous, gifting subs. Thank you so much, Telenin. Again, you are like a true star in my life. Thank you so much, Telenin. Really appreciate it, eh? You are just too awesome. Too awesome for words. Oh, well, we could make this work. I think we can make this work. So let's line this up nicely. And then, ooh, you know what I'm going to do? Can I make it work? Let's see. Let's see if we can make it work. Let's see what I can do about this. These neighbors are not too afraid to see a little bit of each other. Nah, that's too big. That's also too big. These are all too fat. Let's do a fence instead of a hedge. See if that will help. Okay, that actually is decent. I think that's decent. Oh, too low. I think it's too low actually. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. This works. This works. As long as the neighbor don't go skinny dip. That's why none of them is gonna have a pool. There are some things you might not want to see. There are some things you might want to see. You never know. But nobody here is going to have a pool so that we do not have any problems. So we can separate all of these with the fence. The houses on the top of the screen look pretty British. That is because they probably are. But these houses are from Avania. They're part of Avania's European Suburbia pack. So if you like them, definitely show some support. The packs are available they're available as a downloadable packs as CCP. So definitely check them out. They are super awesome. As I'm sure you can see, I use them a lot. Oh my gosh, this thing is not lining up. I'm irritated by this thing. Could you please line up? So yeah, go show Avania some love and get your hands on those because they're super awesome. In fact, I've been using the CCPs a lot in this. Because I use this as well as King Leno's University pack. They are just fantastic. I'm liking this like planned sort of builds, like planned out residential areas. I think they're super cool. Oh, things aren't 100% lined up, so we gotta sort that out. Wait, why does the guy have a shed with a window in the other guy's? Oh, are those EU suburbs packs? I have them on Xbox. Okay, all of them have windows into the other. Well, look at it this way. Right, look at it this way. Somewhere in there, something is separating it. So this one does not have access to that one. That's the story I'm going with, and that's what I'm sticking with. Yeah, that's my story. I'm sure you can understand. Sometimes you've just gotta make things work, you know? Do with what you've got. Do I really want to do this for every... I actually want to do it. Let's do it. Like I said, if we hit the prop limit, then we'll just get... We'll just bring... What's this thing? PO into play. For all of them props. And let's swap over to this side. Ooh, it's too short. And this one is too long. Ah. This is where a 10 meter would have been so awesome. Let's get that down. Let's get that down. Beautiful. Let's put this one right there. But then we've got this little fence that's protruding, which is going to annoy the living daylights out of me. But I don't want to move it because then I have to worry about rebalancing all of this. I must make another plan. Oh wait, we had gates. Wait, the guy in the one-story house, no clips into the bedroom. What? I don't know. What did I miss? I don't know what I don't get that, Citrus. All of them have window. Okay. We had gates in the fences into the neighbors' yards on either side when I grew up. Wow. Really? Why? That is completely foreign to me here in South Africa. A gate straight into my neighbor's yard. That is very, very interesting. Alright, gotta go rebuild what I lost from crash. Then just kept going for almost an hour more. Good night, chat and SG. Frankie Mon, thank you so much for being here. Super appreciated. Hope to catch you in the next stream. Have a good one. Take it easy. Take it easy. Let's use regular bush, shall we? Let's use this chappy to cover that up. Where are we? No clip means walk through a solid object. Oh, did somebody just do that and I missed it? Did somebody do it and I missed it? Okay, cool. I can use this to hide completely everything. Sweet. I actually like... I wish I could have moved these further back so that this was like completely right up against it, so it looks like they are joined. It's like a look that I would have actually wanted. But alas, if I move these back, then you get a space between the houses and the road, and that just ends up looking a whole different kind of funky, and I don't want that kind of funkadelic stuff happening. No, it's a meme. Oh, well, okay, my bad. Take it easy, Citrus. Take it easy. My bad. I had no idea it was a meme. Like zero clue. None. Zilch. So I am sorry. Please don't shout at me. There you go. It was redeemed well, so I have saved. Okay, I have saved. There you go. Again, quick save. See? Quick save. Done. Done, Citrus. Done. Let's get a couple of these chappies in there. Ooh, I think I'll give this one a little planter since this is already in a corner right there. Booyah! Ah, that's cute. I think that's cute. That turned out way better than I thought. Okay, let's get that. You know we have to have a giant or two, right? At least one in somebody's back yard somewhere. How they fit that in, I have absolutely no idea, but it's there. Alright. And then let me just get myself into a decent position so that I don't have to be moving so much. Okay, now I can put down in some of these chappies, they can have flowers entirely in their front yards. This one can have something under the tree. This one can have a jacaranda in the corner there. You can have some flowers lining your driveway. And let's say you are a lover of, what are you? You are bluebells. You are a lover of bluebells. So your front yard is filled with bluebells. And then that's good enough for you for this. So let's get rid of the flowers. And let's see. Can we put down a couple of palm trees? At least 1 or 2 palm trees somewhere. No, those are not what I want. Let's stick. Oh no. These are not. These are very. Nah, okay, you can sit there. That's fine. And you can have a dead drug dealing hobo on a stick. What? Every time I hear SG say Chappie, I can't help but think about a robot who lives with 2 musical gangsters. Chappie! Chappie makes you go night night. I don't want to use that one just here, not here. Actually, you know what? This is fine. If the place is planned, let's assume it's fairly new and thus, you know, the trees are not yet grown and they're still coming up. But then there wouldn't be tall grass here either. But I do want to keep the noise levels down for these folks. And so I'm gonna put down that. So we'll probably have these all the way along as we try and buffer as much as we can. I am too young to understand this, okay? TP Sanctum, he gets taught that shooting people is bad, so he stabs them instead. And so he don't feel guilty. They tell him they are just sleeping, not dead. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay. That's some teaching.
Salutations, friend.
Yeah.
Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the stream, Luxury BTW. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Enjoy the visit to your friend's house, Citrus. Last week we talked about Chappie too, didn't we? Oh yeah, because every time I say Chappie, this is very interesting. Actually, I don't know if I like and want to maintain. I actually like it. I like the fact that this road is getting a bit of traffic. I must dirty it up a bit just to show that it's kind of worn down. But I quite like it. What I don't like though is this pile up that seems to happen here. I don't think I'm a fan of this. And the funny thing with cities is if I want to get rid of it, all I gotta do is kill those robots. kill those traffic lights. And traffic actually ends up flowing much better. Anyways. Where am I? Gonna have to see if I can find that on DVD. Been ages. Okay. And oh wait, hang on. Is it the same guy that did Elysium? I didn't know that. I thought Elysium was a different person. Oh. Sweet. I had no idea. Oh, Hardcore Henry is actually quite cool. I actually saw that recently. I actually enjoyed it. I didn't think I would enjoy something from just a first person perspective, but that was actually quite dope. It was quite good. Okay, where are we? Hey, I actually didn't even realize that. Talanon, your final gift there to Citrus got the sub goal to 10 out of 10. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yay, whoopee. Okay, how do I want to do this? Ooh, let's put down some of King Leno's stuff. Let's put down some of the stuff from the university pack. Hey, why do you look so clean? Let's go back there. All right, cool. Read. Oh. What is your favorite movie of all time and why is it awesome? Oh gosh. Ooh, here we go. Oh, my favorite movie of all time. It used to be The Dark Knight, but now I think it's Avengers Infinity War, because Thanos actually won. Yeah! Oh, I squirmed for that one. I squirmed. This is too cheap. I'm gonna make it more expensive. This is too cheap. Thank you. Thank you. That is too cheap. I'm gonna make that one more expensive. You've made me sing 2 weeks in a row now, Talanon. Ouch. I was never ready for that one. I was very, very ill prepared for that one. Oh, I don't think I can. Okay, wait, hang on. These actually work nicely. There we go. These fit. Yeah, I think these fit. Thank you for the clap. I really appreciate it, even though I squirmed like it's nobody's business. No, TP, please. Please don't do that to me. Please, I beg you. Save that as a clip for you. Of course you did. Of course you did, Citrus. Like, all my singing from last week popped up on the Discord server. I'm like, really? Just me singing. That's it. Wow. Okay. Here we go. Quick save. Save. All right, let's see. What can I put back here? Actually, no. I want to put. I actually want to put. Let's put these rather. Actually, let's put. The reason I want to put these ones is because. Wait, hang on. It's the same ones as back there. We're gonna use different ones. Let's use different ones. Which ones can I use? Maybe you? I haven't used you yet. Not here, but I think I used these. Didn't I use them here last week? No, I didn't. Great. We found new ones we can use. Alright, let's stick these down. Bonk, 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 bonk. I don't know, Citrus, are you responding to me asking which ones should I use?
B-E-A-Beautiful.
B-E-A beautiful. Thank you. I'm saying thank you because I assume you are saying B-E-A beautiful to something you just saw. So thank you. Alright, let's put these right up there, or maybe a little bit further back. That's fine. I'm not having enough trees for my liking. I need to sort that out at some point. Hornbeam. Actually, no, let's not use horn. Actually, no, I use a hornbeam because these areas are hornbeams, but we can use something else. Sanctum, you're not making money anymore. You're losing it. How in the world did that happen? I looked at this, I promise you, like a minute ago, and this thing was saying I was making 17,000. I'm fluctuating hardcore. Proper fluctuating. And this has always been my experience with what's this thing? With industry. It's like I'm never able to consistently hold income. It always fluctuates. And this is, I suppose, is the one thing that I really liked about SimCity 2013, that if you set up decent industry, especially that electronics industry, oh man, you coined cash. But it's like no matter what I do with my industry here, it always fluctuates. But you know what? Let's be fair, my industry is not fully complete yet. The entire supply chain has not been set up, so maybe that's why. Let's put that. I used to like Cities of Tomorrow and just spam the mega towers. Oh, same here. Same here. Cities of Tomorrow was my favorite. In fact, Cities of Tomorrow is a reason why I got... Well, let me not say it's a reason why. I wanted it anyway, but as soon as I saw Cities of Tomorrow, I was like, oh yeah, this is too nice to miss out on. And we're talking the nice, beautiful, futuristic towers, not those rundown ones that were just weird. Let's put that down. And I loved the audio of Cities of Tomorrow. The soundtrack for Cities of Tomorrow, I think, was just so cool. I don't know why I didn't save my camera position. The rundown towers look like the mega towers in the Dread remake. You are right. Actually, that is actually quite spot on. I'm British and I eat in a crumpet and I live in a castle and I am rich and I have 2 teeth. I demand you to show me the entire Nomasburg now. But you haven't redeemed any points. You didn't redeem points though. Citrus? I just saved also. Why are we asking me to save again? Citrus? What's going on? You did. Where did you redeem it? You redeemed the sound alert. You redeemed BEA Beautiful sound alert. Save your game. I didn't see that redeem. Where was the redeem? It glitched. You know what? Sure, no problem. Let's have a look at all of Nomasburg, shall we? Here is all of Nomasburg. So if it glitched out, I do apologize for the glitch. I will have a look and make sure that it is all set up properly for next time so that it doesn't glitch out on you again. Let me turn on ULOD so that you can see where all the beautiful farmlands are sitting. So there we go. All of Nomasburg in its entirety. We are working here. This is where we are at. This is our latest town and will be the biggest town in Nomasburg. Once we are done, it will fill up this entire space. So it's going to be fairly big in comparison to... This is our second biggest town and will remain our second biggest town. So all the other towns we're going to be building around are going to be either the size of Driftwood or the size of Gizerton. So fairly small ones. But their plan is gonna have towns like this built around here, but surrounded with massive farmlands. And then this is just like the capital, if you wanna call it that. Alrighty. Cool, Citrus. I hope you liked that. Let us continue with our build. What? What is happening? That is so weird. The game glitched. When I turn off... Huh. When I came back, did you notice that all the fences were gone? It's like it didn't unload the LODs. Anyways, we back. Oh, is that right? Is that so, Citrus? ULOD was in LOD only mode. The icon was blue. Which icon? Where is the ULOD icon actually? I have no idea which is the ULOD icon is. I'm always using the shortcut, that I actually have no idea what the ULOD icon looks like. Where is it? It uses the camera icon. Oh, is it? Oh, no, this one. Ah, there it is. Oh, I had no idea. Yes, I'm one of those. Once I get used to shortcuts, I stick with shortcuts and I don't know what to do thereafter. And I suppose I didn't read. Oops, sorry. Oh. Oh, I see. Thanks, Cuboid. I had no idea. The shortcuts are the only way to change it. It changes the icon to indicate what mode it is in. Oh, I genuinely had no clue. The way I knew that I was still in I was still using ULOD is when I zoom out and my FPS is like, oh, look at that. It's dead. Okay, get out of ULOD mode. I had no idea. Thank you. I've learned something new. The thing is also, usually when I turn on ULOD, I usually go into what's it, cinematic camera mode or free camera mode, whatever it's called. So I've never paid attention there.
Welcome
Remote 1081. 1081. Remote 1081. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Now I know. What was I planning? I was planning on doing something. Now I forgot. What was I doing? I think I was getting ready to separate these. Yeah, I wanted to put some fences here. So we have a couple across the side, just so that all of these have their own space at least to play in. And then we get that down. We can, oh, what I use, oh, it's snapping to the building. I keep forgetting that props snap to buildings. And then I always get irritated when it's happening. I'm like, what in the world is going on? Not too many. Let's put a big one there. And what I do want to do now is make a couple of these people's houses a little bit more exciting, or a little less exciting. That's too big. What else can I put? I can put you maybe. Yeah, let's prop that there. It gives it a little bit of life. We can get some crates. What in the world is? And if I can get a couple of you and put them in backyards, so at least we have some dynamic backyards. Well, let me not say dynamic backyards, but no two backyards are the same, let me rather say. And that kind of helps a bit. Put down some trash into your into that one's corner, and then I can just make your front yard a little bit dirty. People are not gonna like you very much, but you know, oh, that's too big. Nah, that's not nice. Maybe you can have a pile of rubbish just sitting there. Citrus. Actually, let me put. No, that's too big. Oh, okay. You can sit there. Trees are like my go-to decor stuff because, you know, I don't need to stress too much about the tree limit. It's so easily manageable. It has been proven to be very stable. So I spam trees whenever I want a bit of detail going. Yay! Where are we with my limits? They're still on 32,000. That's still a long way out. Trees are on. Where are trees? 230,000. So I've not even reached the vanilla tree limit. So we're still good. Trees are a great low cost way to add detail for sure. For sure. We can make this area actually look like. We can make this area look like, you know, people actually use it, but you know, nobody really uses it. I'm not gonna make these parts. I don't want to risk too much foot traffic crossing this area. So we are good there. Okay. I want to put different types of housing here. I think here, this side won't be planned housing. We'll keep the planned housing to this side only. And then I think I'll end it here. And then this will be a bit more raggedy rag. I don't know. Houses doing their own thing. We'll have more houses doing their own thing here as well, I think. And then, yeah, all along the side. See how far we get. Let's see if I can finish all of... If we can finish the spot today, I think that would be great. And then we can save this side for another time. Hopefully. Okay, now let's see which houses can we put here. Does anyone remember when I was called Tidal? Oh, you were called Tidal? I remember Tidal. I didn't know Tidal was you. I did not know Tidal was you. Okay, let's find different assets now. Let's see if I can. Yep, SG, it was me. Okie dokie. Let's find. I can't put 3s. Or can I? Oh, these are nice. Ah, they're going down. Ah, they all have these trees. Let's shift you across. And let's put that there. They are quite compact, eh? They are very compact. But it's fine. It adds some dynamism. Every area is different. So I'll leave you at that. And then what I'll do is I will put this across here as well. So we close off this entire area completely. And that basically concludes this sort of mini planned out area that was done whenever it was done. Hornbeam. Not hornbeam, hornbeam. Can I use a different? Nah, let's keep to what it is. Because when dealing with planned out areas, usually they use exactly the same things en masse because, you know, you save. Oops. You save money when you have a large production of the same thing. That's super tiny. Are you a? How are you? You sitting between the thing actually are quite nice. There we go. I don't want to actually do too much here. This actually works for me. Let's stick some flowers down. But let's filter to trees. Let's put you there. Let's give you something. You work? Can you? Why not? And then what I want to do is for those that are too big, maybe they're too active. What do I have in terms of stains? Okay, that gives that a little bit of life at least. I didn't want to leave it so plain because this area is completely plain and I don't want to add more props and stuff that side. So I'll leave that the way it is. And then we can fill up the spot. I think let me put some dirty dirts along. Let's put these down and then we can okay, citrus. Oh my goodness. Saved. Okay, saved. We're not going to lose anything. All right, now let's put some Let's put some houses along here. I think let me bring this all the way out close to the tip. Maybe around there. Let's see what houses we've got. I know a lot of King Lendo's stuff here is 3x3s as well. So now we're gonna try and get a little more. Hey, hang on, this is the same thing. Oh, this one's got an extension to it. I don't think I want all 3x3s. Maybe we can do some 2x2s. First time chatter. Wanna become famous? Buy viewers, followers, and primes on viewers. Oh, goodness. The Postman 562. Thank you so much for the follow, Postman. Welcome to the stream. We can become famous, hey Cuboid. We just gotta buy a couple of viewers and buy a couple of followers, and we will become famous. Like, who knew? Who knew it was that easy? I certainly didn't know it was that easy to just buy followers.
Verbatim et literatim.
Who are you? Bye, young Manu.
Verbatim et literatim.
What else can we have here? Let's have something different. So, you and you. Oh, maybe here. Can you be here? Let's see. You can be here. That works. Tippy, now you know what you've been doing wrong all this time. Yeah, exactly. Young Manu has come and basically pointed out the error in my ways all this time. Here I was thinking, hard work and dedication was the answer, but little did I know. Little did I know. Oh, I wanted to put a couple of these down. I've completely forgot. Someone please remind me. I want to put these down somewhere here as well. I think these are very European, but I really want it. Very UK, rather British. But I want to put them down somewhere. Why am I searching for fence? British houses? That's exactly what they are. Let's get you there. Yes, Citrus, didn't you know that? All famous people bought their followers and their views. I guess we just caught on too late. How big are you? Oh, nice. You are tiny. Oh no, but you've got tiles. I can't have something with tiles. It won't fit nicely. There we go. That's more like it. You wanted it more UK than British? Well, that's not what I meant. I'm mixing up as many of these houses and stuff that I can. Oh my gosh. Citrus, take it easy, please. Okay, you didn't mean to redeem that. Oh, I know this one. British equals England, Wales, and Scottish. UK equals England, Wales, Scottish, and Northern Ireland. Somebody is saying that is not quite right. Ooh, let's put a couple of them under construction. Why not? Let's put 1 or 2 under construction. Nah, this is too big. You don't fit in as well as I hope. Britain is England, Wales, Scotland, but British means all of UK. It makes no sense, but calling someone UKian sounds dumb. That's kind of sounds true, but that's very interesting. Britain is England, Wales, and Scotland, but if you talk about a British person, you're referring to the all of UK. Wow. Oh, that is very interesting. Jack Russell, I like your question. I really like your question. Having said that, half the people here absolutely do not call themselves British, but that's a whole other thing. Wow. That is very interesting. I've learnt a lot today. No, you were special buildings that I used. Oh, I want to use more of these ones. Just to fill up these spaces here. But you're not long enough. Okay, you will work. You can be a little thing in the corner here. I've used you there. Have I used this one? No, not yet. Okay, great. So those can go here. Oh no, wait, hang on. This is the same thing. What in the world? They're exactly the same thing. Suppose one has that, the other one doesn't. Alright, let me put some fences in and around the spot. Let's see. I actually don't want to overdo it with the fences now because, yeah, let me not overdo it. So let's put you like so and like so. We can then put you like so and like maybe like so. And then we can put you across. Got some dirty old fences. We can put you as well. And what other options do I have? This thing of attempting to keep my asset counts to a minimum in this is both failing and and succeeding at the same time. Where are you? Oh, okay. I can actually pull you all the way through. Great. Now what I will do for you is we'll put a hedge along you because you are in a nice house, so you can afford. So you have, oh snap, there's a gap there. So you have that, and then we can have a fence that goes across you, and then, oh no, too far, and then down to you. So whilst chat is going on, I will also go on and make some progress. Boom, boom. Okay. Let's do this. Ooh. You know what? Let's give these peeps a nice way out of here. Just something, those shortcuts that we all like to create because we are too lazy to, walk the long way around. Let's have one of those right there. And then, do I have big mud? Oh no, I think it's under dirt. I think that's under dirt. There it is. I'm going to put that in your backyard. And then we're going to put a couple of these here. Boom. And boom. And why would this person who has this really nice house have this kind of stuff? But in fact, you can even have a pile of rubbish in your backyard, and you too. Are you ever gonna recreate the murder house? But that was in River Valley though. You want it recreated where? Here in Nomasburg. I mean, nothing stops us from recreating it. Maybe in a more affluent area. Okay. I think that's something we can do. I do not have any problems with that. I think that's something we can do. Let's gonna make you very overgrown in some of these areas. And seen as it got lost forever. Fair enough. Fair enough. For at least let it live elsewhere. You know what? Let's do that. So this is used as the separator. And then I will go ahead and do that. Cool. Sishamontilado. I don't think Sishamontilado made the transition from YouTube to Twitch, unfortunately, because I haven't seen them as well on any of the Twitch streams. Perhaps Twitch is not a place for them, which is rather sad because they were quite engaging. Oh, we've got something in the front there. Yeah, I guess things, things happen. Life happens. Life happens. So not everybody can be active all the time. Let's actually block. Let's block this area off for this chappy over here. I'll spot you actually there. All right, cool. That's that. I think that's all the detailing I'm going to do here, and then we can just go ahead and put the big boys just to complete this look. Actually, I haven't been using a lot of the oak tree. I should actually use a bit more of this one. Look at the difference between that and the vanilla one. It's so interesting. The vanilla one actually looks like it's got more detail, but it actually technically doesn't. It's so weird. Let's get some of that in there, and then I think we will call it done. All right, actually no, let me put I wanna put a couple of, I wanna put this here and there, and then people have other stuff going on sometimes. Yep, indeed. I want the spot to be rather beaten down. So these areas is a little more beaten down than others, and you're going to have that in your front. All right, cool. We've got a nice beaten down area. Let me do a cloud save at this point because it's been a while. Boom. And can I just pop a nachi or a tangerine, whatever you call it? It's winter here, so trying to keep my vitamin C up. I think I said this earlier. I can't remember. Citrus. Strawberries are out of season for me now. Oh, this actually elevates a little bit. That's amazing. I am so happy. We have some land differentials, which is fantastic. Buy from the shop? No. Not when I can grow it myself in my own garden, which to me tastes better than the shop, and I know exactly what goes into it when I grow it. So yeah, the shop can keep its strawberries for now. What are we putting here? What am I putting here? I think I want to do some... Oh, this place is so empty. This place is too empty for my liking. Can I put... What are you? How do you look? Ah, great. You ugly. Exactly what I wanted. Ah. Give the area some life. Houses? What? It's a lot fresher when you grow them too. 20 minutes old versus a few days old from the shop. 100% Jack Russell. %. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still buy stuff from the shop, but I have a little garden in my backyard, and I try and grow at least a couple of things. And strawberries are one of the things that I recently got into. In fact, it was actually this past season that I got strawberries for the first time to grow. So the ones that have grown, my wife and I are doing our best to overwinter them so that next year we get to enjoy our strawberries. Bop, bop, bop. Okay, so you connect here. Doesn't really matter. These can be nothing like some homegrown fruits, veggies. Nothing like them. Is this the front or the back? Oh, okay, it's the front, I think. Let's grab you and bring you forward. And let's send you that side. Okay. This is going to be interesting. Should I put guard something here? Should I put like a guard rail here, or is this overkill? What do you think? Is this overkill to put? Oh, this is wrong way. To put this here as a protection mechanism. I don't think it's overkill, simply because there is that height difference between the road and, you know, the rest. I mean, I think that would make sense to try and protect those silly people who like to, you know, speed in a school zone. I'm poking. Let me keep quiet. I do not want to make enemies. Let's get that across. Oh, cool. Perfect. Perfect fit. Ah. And then we can put this right there. Cool. This is lined up nicely, actually. Why is you not... What am I doing? I don't even know what I'm going to do here to begin with. But that will probably be next week's problem. So I'm going to grab you. And then we're going to put it here as well. Plop. Ugh, that is nasty. Is this how messed up this one is? You know what? It does the job. It does the job. Now to find houses that I can fit into this area so that it does not look too awkward. That's always a challenge when you have these like funky shaped sort of places. Like you just never know what to stick in them. But I want everything against like this side. Maybe if I... Can I do this? Oh, maybe if I do that, then they will still fit. They are too big. Let's go 2x2. Get a 2x2 house that I can put right next to these. And then we get one more there. There we go. And then here we can just plop down anything just to fill up the space. Cool. This works for me. I do want to, though, close this area off. Nah. Props are not gonna work for me. Not here. I think I'm gonna use a bush. I think I'll use a bush. I'll use the farm bush. Where are you? There you are. So use the farm bush to close off the space a little bit. And then I can put this here. Then it looks like it's a completely closed off space. And that works. And because I am feeling a bit lazy, I am going to do that, and yeah, that's that. And I'm going to do that. And it looks complete. Ha! And then we put, no, not you. Maybe you rather. Yeah, let this place be a little bit messed up. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Definitely too cheap. Definitely too cheap. How much of the song Barbie Girl can you remember and prove it by singing it? Oh, gracious me. Okay. I'm a Barbie girl in my Barbie world. It's fantastic. Oh no, imagination. Life is your creation. Something like that. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Yeah. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Ooh, oh, ooh, oh. And that's it. That's all I remember. I hope you are happy. Tappy. Oh, that's that. I consider that abuse. I consider that abuse. Consider the price of seeing your answer skyrocket. I can see it's in demand. And if you know anything about demand supply, ha! Price is going up. Please tell me someone clipped that. There are only 10 people on stream right now, so I'm sure nobody clipped it. Oh, wow. Goodness me. Everybody's just clipping things. Of course, everybody's just clipping things. Oh, man. Oh, no. Wrong direction. I keep forgetting I'm not recording. I can just continue. Let's change you to a 3. And oh snap. Okay. Let's put that there. Everybody is just clipping things. I hope it was worth it. I hope it was worth it for you, Tippy. We're keeping the detailing simple now as we kind of wind down on the evening. Let us have a couple of thick bush things along here because, you know, why not? But I just saved citrus. Oh, citrus. You are something. Oh, the price of this thing is going up for sure. And you can all thank Citrus for that. Oh, Citrus. You are truly a legend in your own right. What are that dirty? Meh. Yeah, that works. Let's do these chappies here. Actually, wait. This is what I actually want. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So we can put a couple of... Man, can you stop trying to clip? It's old house, old house, old house, old house, and everything is falling apart in this area. Oh yeah, I like it. Let's put new in place. Great. I like this. I like that. I like that. I like the mix of fairly nice houses and then older looking houses, then fairly nice houses, all just mixed in there. It's quite reminiscent actually of the area where I live, where you like the place where I live. It's like a what's the word? Huh? Citrus, good night. You're off to bed. Have a good one. We'll catch you in the next stream. Thank you for joining. We really appreciate it. Perhaps you wanted me to save because you wanted to make sure that everything is still here come next week. Anyway, so here where I live, it's a very old neighborhood. So it's the average age of this place like 10 years ago was something like 50 or 60. So like it was fairly seasoned people that live here or that lived here. Now today the average age of the area is between 35 and 40. So a lot of young people have been buying and moving into the area, and they are doing a whole lot of renovations and stuff. Like it's hectic. It's just construction going on like everywhere. It's amazing to see how the young folk who are buying are just changing things up. To see how like the architectures are different. Like it's quite amazing to see actually. Yeah, just some random info about my neighborhood, because I know people are very interested in neighborhoods. Are you mixing nicely? Okay, that's so fine. That's so fine. And I'm quite curious if that like happens the same way, especially in the UK, or I suppose Europe as a whole, because European architecture is quite seasoned, right? If like do you have areas where there's massive overhaul in architectures and things just completely changing as new people move in, or are there some kind of like laws that prevent people from just tearing down buildings and just building their own things? Because I find the architecture of European countries quite something, and the fact that it seems to stand the test of time. I thought you went to sleep. Like, I thought you went to sleep, Citrus. There you go. Saved. Okay, so you can actually get in there still nicely. Ooh. Okay, let's have some come out of here. And let's put down this just to sort of separate, I guess. And then I can take you and just give you a TP. There are some laws in the UK that prevent you from doing stuff to certain buildings, but they tend to be historical buildings or buildings with some significance attached to them, not usually residential buildings. Okay. Cool. That's interesting to know. So nothing stops a neighborhood from undergoing a complete renovation if buyers choose to do so, basically. So if I come in and I buy, as long as it's your everyday residential space, I can go ahead and renovate. We almost there. Gonna tuck in and read me a bedtime story. Ask. How can I do this? Let me do something. Let's see if what we can do. This will probably be a complete waste in real life, but let me see what will happen if I do this. If I do, that would be a real complete waste. Yeah, no, that's not very realistic. Oh, you know what I could do? Let's get rid of that road. Sanctum, yes, but within reason. If you wanted to do any structural change to the property, you would need to get planning permission. Yeah, okay. That is expected. It's the same this side. Anything that affects the what's known as the load-bearing walls of the house, you would have to get permission. But small little things, they don't really bother you. And by small little things, I mean, you know, adding dividing walls and stuff like that. Let's get you up there. And let's get you there and right up against. Oh, snap. I forgot to unselect these. Yeah. Okay. Yep. And then deal with your neighbors complaining. You know, and that's the thing. I think here, people don't seem to complain as much because somebody comes and they buy a place like down the road in a neighborhood that is, all one-story houses. And then they come and they build a two-story house. And because it's still within the bounds of the what's the earth size, the property limits, it's still considered a house, a low density house. And so nobody says anything. So then you have this towering thing sitting right next to your house, looking right into your yard, and all privacy is gone. They had put up with my motorbike at 5 a.m. every day when I would leave for work. Wow. 5 a.m. every day. Anyway, you know what? There was a time when I used to go to work at 5 a.m. So let me not say wow. If your changes could affect house prices, your neighbors can object. Oh, wow. Really? Yeah, property value is also not a valid objection here at all. As a matter, in fact, here, if your property is like super expensive, your neighbors here generally tend to be happy because the overall neighborhood price rises. So the nicer your property is that you construct, and the happier people actually are. I mean, you can't come and build a shack though. That's a different story. I want to try and make this place look less hidden, if that's a thing. So these people are not really hiding too much. They don't really care. Maybe except that one who's hidden most of their property space. There we go. You know, the thing about building stuff like this is attempting to create semi-different things every time, especially with residential areas, which tends to be quite monotonous. Oh, gracious me, that is tough. That is so tough. Let us plop down. Some of these, we can get a couple. You know, these cars, they just decide to drive their own route and just have zero care for anything else. We'll block that part off, and that's about it. I'm not going to do too much else here. I think I must grab. Let's grab this. Let's grab that. Let's put that there, and let's put it here as well. Looking good, thank you, Talanen. Building this is as much as I enjoy it, when I'm not just plopping down these decorated assets and you actually have to detail, it really is a completely different ball game. But we've done it. We almost done. Ooh, these are big. Wait, I have an idea. Actually, let's do this. Let's put these 3 here. Let's shift you down a little bit. And we can shift this one also down a little bit. I do not like these trees. Oh no. I do not like these trees. Not one little bit. I think it's this one. Tree with leaves. Quick save before I go on with this prop it up, which can misbehave. Bye. No. Oh wait, hang on. Have I not selected something? What? You've got this oak. Can I not remove that? No? Ugh, it's refusing. Whatever. I know, and there's a new mod apparently that you can use to do this. That is more stable than this mod, than this prop it up mod. I've forgotten which mod it is. I need to try and remember. Unless anybody else knows. And then we separate these ones nicely. Isn't it called Picket? Picket. Bob sounds familiar as well. I'll have to check both of them. I'll check both of them to see if any of them is the one. I've never heard of Pickets though. TP. But okay, I will check it out and see. I'll just do a quick search and see if anything pops up for any of those. Oh, look at these peeps with their nice houses. Everything closed off nicely. In fact, you know what? Let's give them some. Let's give them some of that. Just to say these are the wealthy bunch. Oh, cool. I can actually put this back here. Sweet. And then I can put in some flowers. Boop, boop, boop. Beep-a-boom. And we can put in some of you. Make this area look pretty. And make you also look pretty. And make you also look pretty. And make you also look pretty. Make that also look a little bit pretty. I am Hiroshi says picker is where you can click on a placed asset in the map and it will automatically pick it from the find it menu. Okay, I have that one. Its shortcut is T, so I have no idea what it's called, but I have that one. So I press T, find an asset, click on it, and it goes and it opens it for you. Love this mod. Fantastic mod. Prop it up is the one that I currently use, Cuboid. So I do use it, but it's been giving me like these errors of late. So like if I select this, what happened to the... See, look, it registers at... And if I remove this, okay, now it works. Just now it was giving me errors. Okay, cool. That's fine. it worked now. Maybe it needed you to call it out. Bob is where you can change props and trees on the maps or buildings. Prop it up is unreliable and it causes the game to crash occasionally. That's why I switched to Bob. Yeah, so that's why I was reluctant to use it as well, because it's also caused me crashes before. And oh, there's nothing worse than when the game crashes completely unexpectedly. Ugh. And then everything is just gone. Everything is just gone. It's so painful. So painful. And then we put a couple of these down. And we are done for the day. Look at you being humble. Very occasionally. Look at you being humble. I think my thing with Prop It Up is, even though to be honest, for the most part it works. I just had one very bad experience where I lost about an hour and a half or 2 hours worth of work, and oh man, it left a bad taste in my mouth, and I think I'm traumatized. But it's much better now. Much better. Gum, and let's just put a couple of them over here. Boom. Everybody, I think we are done. Let me do a quick save. It is quick save complete. Let's push it to the cloud. Boom. We have it. And here we are. Our new neighborhood has expanded over the last 2 streams. We are almost done with filling this space out. So we only have this little corner left. We'll put our nice thick bush forest, whatever, between it, and then we'll stick some industry here in the corner. We need to put down now a football stadium. That's been the request, so we'll put down a football stadium somewhere at some point. And with all the new assets that were shared today on stream, definitely assets I can use to build like a real abandoned mine or quarry or something. But I think that will serve as a regular YouTube video. I think that should be a cool build. But otherwise, let's turn on ULOD so that we can see everything in detail. Ooh, and then the FPS starts to tank. But this is pretty cool. I think we've made a lot of progress today. Not a massive 100,000 capacity city. Don't forget to hide it, Bobby. Wait, I've missed a whole lot of stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll definitely put a local football stadium for sure. I have saved already. I even saved and pushed it to the cloud. I've saved. But thank you, Talon, for the reminder. But yeah, this is it. That's it, everybody. I think we are complete for the day. Everything has... Yeah, we made a lot of progress today. I am happy. Next week, we shall continue with the expansion. But I think this week I'm gonna try and work on a video for YouTube. I don't know when I'll be done with it or not. If not, it will just go out next week. And yeah, that's it. Thank you all so much for joining me. And thank you, Mr. Talanen, for all the gifted subscribers. Thank you for the subscription that you gave. Thank you to everybody who subscribed. Cuboid, Tippy, JN. Oh man, I can't even remember all the names. Let me see. I actually want to see because I wanna just give a quick shout out because I really appreciate it. Where are we? Yeah, so thank you so much, Talanen, all the gifted subs, Cuboid for the subscription, and JN, I am Hiroshi, TP. Thank you all so much. We reached those targets, the sub goal. I really appreciate it. And I certainly hope I see all of you again next week during the stream. And of course, if you want to hang out during the week, I do play other games during the week. For sure, come and hang out. I will really appreciate that. Thank you all so much. Hope you all keep safe. Hope you all take care. And wherever you are, have a good morning, have a good afternoon, and have a good evening. Cheers, everybody. It's time for me to go and sleep now. It's almost 3 a.m. I'm going to go pass out. That's what I'm going to do. Bye. Thank you. Thank you so much. Cheers.